Good morning, YouTubians. It's Chemist Ghost, and we are dealing with the V's. We're almost at the end of the collection. There's not many more to go. There's maybe 30 films, so we'll crack on straight away with it. Vacancy. Yes, Kate Beckinsale, Luke Wilson. They check into a motel. Think of Bates Motel, you know, like people behind the walls, that sort of thing. Video. They come across a videotape, if I remember rightly, and yeah. Not sort of videotape you'll not watch when you're in the motel. It's a tense film. Vacation. The Griswolds. Is this the one? I'm just trying to see if I've seen this one. I don't think I have seen this one. This is not the one with Wally World, is it? I don't know. Maybe this is more European. I don't know. I need to watch that one. I've not seen all the Vacations. I need to watch this remake as well. I like the cast and the crew. Leslie Mann, Beverly D'Angelo's in this, and Chevy Chase. Must be a small part for them. Ed Helms is in this. Christina Applegate, Chris Hemsworth. I need to watch that. I had it a while. Valentine's Day. This is Gary Marshall. Recently passed away. R.I.P. He made a set of films set around public holidays, rom-coms, and not necessarily rom-coms, but sort of drama-coms, if you like. Mother's Day, I think, was one. New Year's Eve was another one, and this one, Valentine's Day. You got a host of people in it. It's like stars, and they're all in separate stories, but they all sort of intertwine. One of those. You got Kathy Bates. This is just a few names off the front. Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Kathy Bates, Bradley Cooper, Topher Grace, Anne Hathaway, Taylor Swift, Julia Roberts, Emma Roberts, Ashton Kutcher, Jamie Foxx, Patrick Dempsey, Jennifer Garner, Queen Latifah. There's loads of people in this. Loads. Valerian, yeah, great 3D in this one, and it's a really good sci-fi. You got a few people in this. You got Rihanna's in this, Clive Owen. Who else is in this? Cara Delevingne. There's a few people in there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but good 3D. Really enjoyed that one. Valkyrie, Tom Cruise. Now, this is based on an incredible true story and incredible bravery as well. It's about an assassination attempt on Hitler by his inner circle of generals and whatnots, and like a coup they were going to take over, try and get the SS away and take command themselves. And obviously, you know, Hitler wasn't assassinated, and it's but it's a real good tense build up, and just the bravery of these people. You've got good casting. You've got Bill Nighy, Tom Wilkinson, Terence Stamp, Eddie Izzard, Kenneth Branagh. Good. Starts off in, they're all speaking German and there's subtitles, but that soon passes. Like midway through the sentence, for our convenience, they switch back over to English, or not back, but they switch over to English. Because not a lot of people like reading subtitles, so stick with it. If you don't not found subtitles, stick with it. It's not all in German. Vanishing on 7th Street. I like this film. Hayden Christensen. There's only like 3 people in this. Hayden Christensen, Tandy Newton, and John Leguizamo. Leguizamo. I don't know how I pronounce his name. You'll know who he is. He's the annoying one. He was in. He's the mechanic who does up John Wick's car. Yeah, it's aliens, or well, you don't know what it is really. It's something that sort of attacks you in the dark. If you get in the dark, it'll kill you. It just sort of takes you. I think it just leaves your clothes. It just takes your body, and you don't know what it is. But so you got to stay in the light and carry lights with you at all times. If you're in the light, you're safe. So it's quite claustrophobic because it's obviously it's. People are taken, there's like blackouts and whatnot, so good tense film. I enjoyed this. I think this was an Italian import, but that's Vanishing on 7th Street. Good film. Van Helsing. I have bought this film about 4 times, and every single time it has broken, not worked, been scratched. So I'm hoping this new one works. It's a good film. It's Hugh Jackman as Van Helsing, doing what Van Helsing does, hunt down evil creatures and whatnot, Dracula, and Good film. Good. I'd say if you've got kids, it's only a 12. You could pop that on at Halloween and they won't get scared. Vanilla Sky. I don't know if this has got a UK release now. It probably has, but I couldn't wait. This was a German release. Odd film of sorts. There's a great scene. Tom Cruise running through Times Square where there's no one. A lot of things are played out in his head. He's like disfigured and he's being talked through, like counselling with. Is it Kurt Russell? I'm pretty sure it's Kurt Russell. Yeah, and it's his life with two women in his life. You've got Penelope Cruz and you have Cameron Diaz, who's kind of creepy in this film. Good. I'm pretty sure this is where he started his relationship with Penelope Cruz. Tom and Penelope Cruz. Vanishing Point. This is a film. This is a road movie. A guy who thinks he can go from Denver to San Francisco in 15 hours, and it's all about, like, along the way, the naked woman on the bike and the blind DJ. What's that one? Vanishing Point. Did I show you the cover? Let's remember to show you the cover. Vantage Point. This is a good film. This is really good. This is Dennis Quaid, Matthew Fox. Isn't he the one from Lost? I've just started watching Lost. Good show that is. I'm in season 2 at the moment. Odd, but good. Yeah, it is him. Yeah, Matthew Fox. Forrest Whitaker is in this. Sigourney Weaver and William Hurt. Now, it's a story of a terrorist attack. But it's shown. It's from these key people's points of view. So you'll see the story unfold from, say, Forrest Whitaker, who's like a tourist in the area with his little camera. You see it from his point of view, and then a little ways down the line you'll see it from, like, I don't know, like William Hurt's point of view or Sigourney Weaver's point of view. Been a while since I've seen it, but it's a good film. Sort of, they all sort of, all the points of view sort of join together to create a big picture. Very good. Varsity, a bit wrinkled. Varsity Blue. Look at that cover. It's really wrinkled. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you've got John Voight. That's the guy in there. It's about a football player, bit of a maverick. The guy who's like the top player, he gets injured. I think he gets injured, and he has to step up to the plate. And he, it's one of those. Vatican Tapes. Find this one. No, Vatican Tapes. Michael Pena, or Penna, depends how you pronounce it. Doug Ray Scott and Dimjon Hunsu. I don't know. The guy from Amistad. He's in this as well. Vengeance. This is a great story. Yeah, it's about a woman who is walking home late one night. I think it's the 4th of July, and she is raped in front of her daughter, this 12-year-old daughter, and it's like local sickos. Anyway, they got a really good lawyer, and they're getting off, and the first officer on the scene, Nicolas Cage, he's not happy with that. He is not happy with that in any way. Well, hence the title, Vengeance. Venom. This was a Spanish. Is this a Spanish release or a German? I'm pretty sure it's a Spanish release. Yes. 3D. The 3D in this is phenomenal. It is one of the best out there of 3D films. I really enjoyed this story. A lot of people didn't, because they know, comic readers. They read, and fair enough to them. They read the story and they say, "Oh no, it's not true to the story. It's not true to the comic books and whatnot." Well, that's fair enough if you feel like that. But I don't read comic books, so I don't know. I really enjoyed this. Didn't know the story of Venom at all, other than the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man thing. But it got bad reviews, I believe. But I thought that Tom Hardy did a good job, and the effects were good, and the 3D-ness is excellent. V for Vendetta. Yeah, Guy Fawkes night. You don't celebrate that, do you, in the States? In the United States. Natalie Portman with her shaved head. Lovely. Hugo Weaving. It's a good film. It's a terrorist film. It's like a what if sort of film. Very, very good. apparently this was a comic book as well. John Hurt is in this, and I'm pretty sure Stephen Fry is in this as well. I've got a feeling he's in it. I've not seen it for a long time. It's 132 minutes, but it's well worth a watch. VHS. Yeah, some people are, like misfits, are hired to go in and steal a VHS tape. But no, not as simple as that. VHS. Vertical limit. Is this O'Connell? Yeah, Chris O'Connell. He goes up to K2, which is only a little bit shorter than Everest. It's like 29,028 feet is Everest. Oh, Everest is, and this is 28,250 feet. It's K2, and he has to go out there because there's been an avalanche, and I think his sister, Robin Turney, is trapped in this avalanche. You got Bill Paxton in this as well, and it's all about going up against Mother Nature, which is not a good thing to do when Mother Nature is unforgiving. Vertigo, Alfred Hitchcock. You got James Stewart, Kim Novak, and it's about a guy who's becoming a little bit sort of too obsessed with his friend's wife. Vice, Bruce Willis, Thomas Jane, and Amber Childs, is that what you say? Amber Childs. It's about a company where you can go and live out your fantasies with these androids, and but one of them becomes self-aware, and it's all about taking down the business, and self-awareness. Vice. This is the story of Dick Cheney, the most powerful vice president ever, and it was played by Christian Bale. You got Steve Carell in this, Sam Rockwell, Tyler Perry, and Amy Adams. Vice versa. This is one of those stories back in the day when they used to did this quite a lot with like Make-A-Wish, swap bodies, that sort of thing. Big kind of did it, but it was just Tom Hanks on his own. Freaky Friday, that sort of thing. Is one of those. Viceroy's House. This is the story of when India had its independence, Britain with Lord Mountbatten sort of giving back their independence. Well, it's about handing back the independence, and it was the opposition from both sides, really. Victor Frankenstein. This is a really underrated film. You've got Daniel Radcliffe, and who plays like Igor. I'm pretty sure he's Igor in this. You've got James McAvoy as Victor Frankenstein, and then you've got Frankenstein's monster. It's a good film, really good. And I like the way it's sort of set in Victorian sort of London with all the scenery and whatnot. It's very good. Victoria and Albert, and this is about Queen Victoria at a time when she made friends with Abdul Karim, the Indian, but against all sort of her advisors and whatnot, and it's about the friendship between them. Virtuosity. This is a Australian import. Denzel Washington, Russell Crowe, and it's about this thing called SID, which is like a virtual reality thing, and you've got these minds of serial killers that are injected. Well, it's sort of used as a training thing in this virtual reality. But one of them gets downloaded into an android, and Barnes, isn't it Barnes? Denzel Washington. Yeah, Parker Bonds. He has to go and track down the like android serial killer thing. M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit. Yeah, just be careful who you send your kids to. Yeah, the grandparents are not what they seem. V.I. Wazorski. This is she's a PI, Kathleen Turner, and she's looking after her boyfriend's 13-year-old daughter, and she's dealing with investigating father's murder. Voices. This is Ryan Reynolds, and he's not the most stable of people. He's got a thing for Gemma Arterton, who works in accounts, and he accidentally stabs her to death. He's hearing voices from his cat and his dog, and he it doesn't go well. And then Anna Kendrick turns up at the scene, and good old Ryan Reynolds. Voices. Volcano. This came as a, was it a digibook or was it a steelbook? I can't remember. I think it was a digibook. But I made my own cover. This is a German release, but made my own cover and stuck it in a black case. Good. This is like you know, one of those Hollywood things where they put out I say all the time, Armageddon, Deep Impact. But this one came out around about the time of Dante's Peak. Two volcanoes going off at the same time. Dante's Peak is a better movie, but this is still fun. This is volcano in the middle of LA, and it's a bit implausible, some of the things, but it's a fun one of those, you know, don't take it too seriously. Volunteers, Tom Hanks, John Candy, building a bridge. A few people have ulterior motives for this bridge, like the mobsters and the army and whatnot. That's that. Von Ryan's Express. This is about POWs, primarily English, but oh, this is a HMV exclusive. It comes with art cards, but it's getting POWs to safety. You got that one, that one, that one. I don't know if you can see these very clearly, and that one. This is a HMV premium collection video. Let me just pop them away. Number 67 from 1965. There you go. Vox Lux. Not seen this one yet. Bradley. What am I talking about? Bradley. Yeah, Bradley Corbett. He directed it. There you go. That's where I got Bradley from. Natalie Portman and Jude Law. I got no idea. This is about. Oh, this is the one with the singer that's sort of down on her luck or something, but then something happens for her to rise back to the top. Set over a 15-year period. Need to watch that. And the last one is Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, directed and produced by Irwin Allen. Yes, about a submarine. There's a fire on board. He has to sort of save humanity in the world by, you know, dealing with this problem. You've got in this Frankie Avalon, Joan Fontaine, Walter Pidgeon, and Peter Law, Robert Sterling. That's the classic Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. All region. So if it's not out in America, which it probably is, check that out. Well, that was the V's. Thank you so much for watching. W's will be next, and there's probably quite a few of them, so there you go. Leave a comment down below. Give it a thumbs up if you would. Leave a comment, as I just said. Share it if you can, if you know what that means. Take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.